What's up everyone, gonna freeform this little talk over my video. What you're watching is 2000 complete or maybe half complete push-ups depending on how strict you're gonna be when it comes to doing push-ups. Between the 5th and the 27th of February I set myself a challenge to do 2000 push-ups through the Mental Health Foundation of New Zealand, who was running a push-up challenge. The website contained a list of the amount of push-ups you had to do each day, but I completely disregarded that and just did push-ups for myself to get to that 2000 goal. I did not do this to raise money, I did this to raise awareness, but a few kind and generous people, family and friends, and one anonymous donator got me up to almost $300 donated, which was way more than I thought. On the website I even put a goal of $1 because at least that was achievable in my eyes. I didn't realize how many people would actually get behind me and appreciate what I was doing. Anyway, this is the part where I will ask for a donation, but not from you, the everyday working man. If you somehow come across this video and you earn over $500,000 a year, stop right now, push pause on the video, find the Mental Health Foundation push-up challenge on Google, www.google.com Mental Health Challenge New Zealand, push-up challenge New Zealand, and go donate $100. Doesn't need to be to me, can be to anyone. I think the top donator on the site is a little old lady who's done 2,000 push-ups as well. So go her. But yeah, the working class, it's hard to set aside money for good causes, even though a lot of us want to. We're hard workers, but we have families and mouths to feed, and we want some of that money for our own free time, but sometimes that free time is impacted by severe mental health conditions. Mental health means a lot to me because I've been through it a couple of times. When I was 18, I was very unwell and did not have a diagnosis. It got very, very sick. Basically, could only eat plain breast chicken and vegetables. Dropped down to 75 kilos. I don't know, what's that, 155 pounds, 160 pounds, if you're not a kilo person. And I was 6'4" at the time. So I was an absolute twig, skin and bone. Didn't have abs though. And yeah, the depression hit hard and fast. I couldn't do anything. People, turned 18 in my last year at school. I was going to be one of the older ones, go out and buy us a box of beer, you're 18. Oh, yeah, yeah. None of that happened. Got sick before I was 18, in hospital on my 18th birthday. Went all the way through, found out what it was. It was gallstones, got my gallbladder removed, recovered, went flatting, and then another mental health issue happened and I put all the weight back on. And some. So I went from 75 kilos over a span of 3 years to 122 kilos. That's about a small human I just added to my frame. People used to like to say that, I'm not that fat because I'm tall, but who were they kidding? Of course I was fat. Like, didn't take an idiot to see that. But hey, it is what it is. I carried on, stayed about that weight for a long time, and then another mental health challenge hit me. I chased after a girl, lost a bunch of weight, got the girl. 3 months later, fucking smothered that girl to the point of exhaustion. That girl got sick of me pretty quick because I was way too full on. Lost that girl. Was like, fuck, I need to get out of this town. And then boom, joined the army. Got into the army, realized very quickly that doing no fitness for 23.5 years of your life, then only running for 6 months, just barely enough to pass the entry fitness test, does not make you fit in the comparison to a bunch of 18 and 19-year-olds that have been fit their whole lives. One dude on my basic training was running an 8-minute 2.4K the day he got off the bus. He actually got less fit on basic training because of the nature of the training. I got more fit, ended up running my one and only G1 RFL under 10 minutes in the last week of basic training. And yeah, definitely had my mental health challenges along that trip. I remember specifically in week 4, sitting on the side of a hill, thinking to myself, "Holy crap! I don't want to be here anymore." That was shit. It was about 45 minutes after running up and down a hill. I was so sick, tired of the 17 and 18-year-olds just not listening, not shutting up and doing what they were told. It was the army. Shut the fuck up. You know nothing. Do what you're told. Like, that was my mindset going into it. I was a little bit older though, than a lot of the people there, so it was quite frustrating. But yeah, then the army came along, marched out, passed basic training, joined the artillery, and then I met my now fiance, and that led a whole lot of other challenges because I have never really had, or had never really had, someone else to look after in my life, someone else to take care of. And I went full ball into that as well. And she became my other half. We moved in together. We eventually had a child together, a beautiful baby girl. And at about this time, COVID was happening hard and fast. I was riddled with injuries. I put on a whole bunch more weight in the military. I was failing my fitness tests left, right, and centre. So I was stressed at work. I was stressed at home trying to raise a newborn. I was stressed because I keep getting taken away for 6 weeks at a time to go and stand outside a fence at a COVID hotel and make sure people didn't escape, and leaving my partner at home to look after a dog and a kid by herself because we were the smart parents who got a dog and a kid at the same time. And then, yeah, I got way too much. Left the army. Left the army with some good memories, some good friends, and some fucking shit memories, and some people who really didn't like me. Can't blame them. Fuck, I was a bit of a piece of shit when it came to fitness. No one really wanted to group up with me because it just made their PT session harder. But it is what it is. I wasn't at PT much towards the end anyway because I was just a broken down mess of a human being. But yeah, left the army, went home. Didn't go home actually, went to my fiance's house. And we lived with her mum for 18 months. While I figured it out, tried to join the police force, boom, another mental health hit. Couldn't pass the run. 5 attempts, 20 seconds. I was 20 seconds away from having my piece of paper saying you're going to be a police officer. And then they stood me down for 6 months and I just let myself go. That was it. I ate myself silly, got real fat, 126, stayed like that for 3 years, got an office job, got stagnant, started getting little niggles and injuries from sitting at a desk, believe it or not. Sore elbows, sore knees, sore back. Fuck, sitting at a desk doing nothing is not good for your physical and mental health. Job was not mentally stimulating. And then I finally was like, that's it. I'm going to go speak to someone. Went to a psychiatrist, got diagnosed with ADHD, got some medication support after it was explained how it worked to me, and things have started picking up. I took the meds. I didn't comfort eat anymore. I started to lose weight. I keep dropping weight. Started exercising. Started to feel better. Keep dropping weight. I'm now down 21 kilos from my peak. And then boom, another mental health situation where, wow, I'm gonna be a dad again. Unbelievable. So excited. Can't believe it. So happy, but my partner is going through it at the moment. She is spewing, feels miserable, can't do anything, barely surviving at work, and of course you need 2 incomes to survive these days. So yeah, I mean, video's about to end. That was a little bit of my life story. Thank you so much if you've paid attention, if you've watched all the way to the end, and you're a billionaire.